Hi there, and welcome to She Spice. Celine Dion is the sovereign of hearts for the overwhelming majority of us. This is just how to depict this remarkable vocalist. This was the French talking lady that caught our hearts whenever we first saw her hold the can. From that point forward, we followed her, lolling in the rapture of her voice and melodies and partaking in her torments. It was in that spirit that we were completely crushed to discover that the astounding artist has been determined to have what we currently know is called a solid individual condition. This is an uncommon neurological sickness that causes muscle fits that can be crippling and, surprisingly, fierce. The fits can be sufficiently able to break bones as per the firm individual condition. Establishment as of late has been determined to have an exceptionally intriguing neurological problem called firm individual disorder. In a 2022 Instagram post, she declared she would drop her event dates. The vocalist wrote that, sadly, these fits influence each part of my day-to-day routine, some of the time causing challenges when I walk and not permitting me to utilize my vocal lines to sing as I'm accustomed to as per the solid individual condition. Establishment patients can be handicapped, wheelchair-bound, or laid up unfit to work and really focus on themselves. Obviously, this is additionally a neurological illness with an immune system that can incorporate side effects like hyper-unbending nature and incapacitating torment. Persistent nervousness and muscle fits so rough they can disjoin joints and equal break bones. Well, that is what you call sneaking up suddenly for such countless individuals. It was a miserable day understanding that the sovereign could be biting the dust to all appearances. It appeared to be that the Celine Dion was being detracted from us. It seemed like a truly savage joke in their dissatisfaction. Certain individuals even kidded that amidst endless malicious individuals that have carried such torment to the world, the one individual that God chooses to take is that one individual giving us such a lot of pleasure, the sovereignty of hearts. I mean, we as a whole have a couple of lawmakers that the two sides of the walkway can concur won't be missed a lot in the event that they supplant her. Rather, that is the manner by which terrible such countless individuals felt, after the entirety of what's a couple of fiendish legislators, nobody would miss to the existence of a sovereign. We as a whole love presently remember that as we as a whole watch this astonishing lady get back in the saddle to the spotlight. Remember that as we discuss how it appears to be every last bit of it annoyed certain individuals on Sunday, we looked as Seline Deon made a shock appearance at the 2024 Grammys. We looked as the sovereign was called to introduce the Collection of the Year grant following her individual disorder determination in her discourse. The maestro said that when I say that I'm glad to be here, I truly mean it from my heart. As the clearly thrilled crowd rose up to support her, chiming into her tune, The Force of Affection, when I say that I'm glad to be here, I truly mean it from my heart going on. She said the people who have been sufficiently honored to be here at the Grammy Grants should never underestimate the gigantic love and bliss that music brings to our lives. What's more, to individuals from one side of the planet to the other. Most certainly, there's no rejecting that. As Celine Dion went on, she made sense of that. On that day, she was on the Grammy stage to introduce an honor that was given to her quite a while back by two legends, Diana Ross and Sting. I mean, truly, this lady is a music symbol. You don't effectively fail to remember the lady that instructed you that your heart will go on. You realize she gave us grievousness melodies, and she likewise showed us how to mend prior to the entertainment pageant in their shroud of secrecy and tension. She prodded an unexpected moderator for the last honor of the night. Who can fault them with viewership going down the channel? It's quite reasonable. They have a go at anything to acquire watchers. Again, you can't blame a suffocating individual for grasping onto anything they can contact. Whether it worked is a story for one more day. The Hollywood correspondent referred to Celine Dion as the prestigious beauty regulation bug who clearly emerged from retirement to style her for music's greatest night. I surmise there are individuals you don't resign for clearly assuming the sovereign requirements. You simply appear and show out that night. Bug posted photos of the outfit Celine wore to the Grammys, doing great to illuminate us that it's an outfit by Valentino's Pure Pale Piccoli, which she wonderfully matched with Tiffany & Co. gems. On the off chance that there's one thing you can blame Celine for, it's certainly not looks, and on the off chance that there's one individual you can trust to make dress you so great different stars see you desirously, it's a regulation bug at the Grammys. The current year's Collection of the Year grant went to designer Quick for Midnights Again, which actually made her the main craftsman in Grammy's set of experiences to win the Top Award multiple times. She originally won it in 2010 for Bold. She followed that success up in 2015 for the Collection 1989, and then in 2021, the star won again for the Collection Fables. Now you see why Jay-Z acted in the manner in which he did at the Grammy, yet I strayed clearly. Deon's appearance at the 2024 Grammys was a shock to all, considering the way that the music symbol has been extremely open about her well-being battles over the last number of years. You can perceive how seeing her get back in the saddle at the Grammys would be astonishing for some individuals, perhaps in any event. Bafflingly, it was exclusively in December 2022 that the star uncovered her firm individual condition conclusion to the world. As of late, she has been determined to have an extremely uncommon neurological problem called solid individual disorder. From that point forward, she has needed to drop her reality visit and different commitments. We as a whole looked as if it felt like the star we as a whole loved was easing back and shrinking away. What we found was a hopeless sickness. Almost a year after that declaration, the vocalist's sister, Seline Deon, shared with the world that she was endeavoring to fight through the disease but had failed to keep a grip on her muscles. Discuss a 1-2 punch. As though the first determination wasn't terrible enough, going on, Claudette additionally revealed that later on Celine Dion wanted to get back to the stage in some limit. However, it's simply that she didn't have any idea what state she would be in when she did, in the event that we were sorrowful before this truly did it for some individuals. It resembled a blood and gore film show. Some major signs of life, things like this, simply makes you wonder, currently subsequent to seeing and hearing that it's all's not unexpected to hear that it shows up in certain quarters. Certain individuals, superstars included, have been feeling a kind of way about Celine Dion's rebound. For a large number of this was the lady we as a whole idea plan to bite the dust. I accept for some, it's like the inclination you have subsequent to hearing your cherished one is dead, or biting the dust just to see them well and alive. Inevitably, certain individuals, there's additionally outrage and disarray. Does it check out? No. Is it there? Yes, to aggravate things, perceiving how the star's well-being battles have gathered such business consideration just filled in as feed for talks. Only some time ago, Cooner declared to the world that Amazon MGM had handled the privileges of a narrative enumerating her well-being battles, labeled "I'm Seline Deon." The reason is that the narrative would catch her attention as she keeps on exploring her vocation despite such monstrous chances. Talking more about the fresh insight about the narrative the star said, "This most recent few years has been quite difficult for me, the excursion from finding my condition to figuring out how to live with and oversee it, yet not to allow it to characterize me going on." She said that as the road to continuing my performing vocation proceeds, I have acknowledged the amount of time I have missed having the option to see my fans during this non-appearance. I concluded I needed to report this piece of my life to attempt to bring issues to light of this semi-secret condition to help other people who share this finding. Really strong words for sure. Nobody can blame that. What a few VIPs seem to blame, however, is whether a ton of these were advertised up. Fundamentally, whether a scam presently could sound freakish, yet like I said before, individuals talk now. What certain individuals guarantee exacerbates it is the way that this isn't even whenever the voca. To see her like this and grinning and being so cheerful, it's astonishing. I realize she has great days and not very great days yet. This was an excellent day, and it was consoling. Clearly, over the trip, the music legend was seen talking, snickering, and surprisingly, singing a couple of notes as per Masha B, who added it was an unbelievable second. She's an astounding lady. Presently seeing she sang at the occasion should have truly given individuals thoughts again. It doesn't seem okay, however, individuals are continuously going to do what they specialize in. After the game, Dion purportedly ventured into the storage space at the T-Portable Field in Las Vegas to welcome her old neighborhood group. She was spotted warmly greeting colleagues and posing for pictures with her children. Renee Charles, 22, and twins Eddie and Nelson, 13, shared photographs they took close by the "I Am Alive" entertainer on Instagram with the vocalist's arm around her. She labeled it in French. "We had a delightful visit at the game in Vegas yesterday. Thanks, Celine Dion, for your liberality. The entire group is so glad to have met you and your..." Subscribe She Spice for more videos.